Hello everybody, Bobber here again, and let's do a travel by the wonderful world of Android. So guys, in this playlist I will teach you the most important things in Android, like lists, consuming an API, using a service in the cloud, and the card lists, okay? I will show one way to you, but there is many other ways to do the same thing, and if you want to become a professional Android developer, you will need to learn the another way. I will let you description 2 excellent courses to learn Android, okay? So let's go. So guys, here it is. The first step, click in Grade Scripts, Build.gradle, second option, and add this. Build features will bind equal true and sync now. Excellent. So the next part is create the icons that you use in your menu, okay? So click in Res, right click and drawable, new vector assets. Here we can see a default icon, okay? So click on clip art, for example, home, and we use the home. I always recommend you use the vector because you can use the same icon in different screens, okay? So I will create 3 items. So guys, the next step is create your menu, okay? So go in Res, right click, new, Android research directory, the second option, put menu, and okay. Here it is. So guys, the next step is create the menu file. So right click and menu, second options, new research file, and here's the name of file. I'll put like a button menu, perfect. So okay. So guys, here is very simple. I already prepared our code here, so here it is. So the item of menu is composed by 3 items, 3 sub-items, the title, the ID, and the ID icon. The ID icon that we created before, okay, the title will be shown to the user, and the ID to your code in your Java code later, okay? Perfect, we already have your menu. So guys, the next step, let's go to your layout, okay? So activity man, split. Here we will use the coordination layout, so you can erase this coordination layout, perfect. So guys, the next step is call your menu inside your main layout, okay? So here it is. I will use a constraint layout, okay? Inside your constraint layout, I will use a frame layout to call another activities if you need the put one above other. So guys, the first step here is create a component to call your menu. So I will put here, I already prepare your code, okay? So a button navigation. Here we will define the size of component, okay? The ID and the position in the screen. In your case, this is a menu, so need to be in the bottom of screen. And the ID of your menu that you created before. And to finish here, you need to do a little adjustments in your fragment layout. And here it is. The coordinations of the frame layout above your button navigation. So here it is. So guys, we create your fragments to call to each option in your menu, okay? So Java, the package of your project, right click, new, fragment, and the fragment blank, the second option. Here I will put the name home fragment. I will create the 3 very faster, okay? So guys, finally we are here to code your Java code. So let's start to create your activity man binding, like binding. This line is basically to instances your object without need to do, for example, the ID of object. I will show you to you in next videos. So guys, the next step is call your first layout to show in your screen. And here it is. Using your binding, you will say inflate, get layout inflate, okay? And use bind and set the name of fragment, in your case home fragment, but you need to do a method. So let's create your method. Replace fragment, I'm sorry, here it is. This method basically get a fragment like parameter, in your case the name of fragment, and the change the fragment that is showing in the screen. Perfect. And finally, to finish your code, let's use your binding to call your button nav and selected item, okay? Here it is. The binding is basically too easily to call another components. In this case, binding is called the button navigation, and the set item selected listened is basically to know how item in your bar is selected. For example, home, list card fragment, or list fragment. Perfect. Now let's see the result in Android. So guys, let's open the app, and here it is. Home, list, and the card list. I will build some code to use the AWS in cloud. Perfect. So any problem, any error, please let comments. I will help you. Please subscribe, and I see you on the next time.